Well, hello and welcome to GMODISM, Total Nerdery Channel. We are back in Garrysmod to finally look at the community showcase. Amazing. And we had our participants here come in and pop down their builds, but there took some time for me to make everything to work, to search up the mods that were used and run a good bit of commands, so that is why it's a little bit late. Anyhow, it was like 2 weeks ago I just dropped in Discord on our Garrysmod channel that we would have a community showcase. And well, everyone had a week to submit things, maximum 5 items per person. And well, we got Deglakek, Jerry Harplate, RDC and Vodka Productor submitting in items. So we'll just clean up stuff here, and we will start from the top with Deglakek's GMB4 Banshee. And here we have an ACF weaponized aircraft. I don't know how it flies, but it does fly, which is cool. Okay, let's just put it down on flat ground there. So, it has some interesting controls here, and well, it's now pasted there. Also, there is one thing missing from like most builds, and that's custom sounds, because I can see there are some custom sounds in many of the builds. So if they're silent, it's because I don't have those WAV files. But yes. Anyhow, you can see it's pretty cool here. When we get into the Banshee, it just automatically, you know, closes and opens there, so that's nice. It's purple and green. It looks very Evangelion-esque, which is nice because I recently watched the Evangelion's movies. Yes. Anyhow, what we need to do now is to hold R and click enter, which makes this activate. And now let's see here, we can switch flight mode with control, key control or mouse control. That's cool, that's cool. And ooh, okay, so I'm not exactly sure. Okay, that's how you fly with keys, makes sense. Then is the question, oh no. And now we can be inside of it. That's nice. And if we click V key, we can switch views. So we have an inside view, which is pretty grand, and it looks realistic in a way. And now let's see here. On C, we enabled the guns. That's nice. And they're even timed to shoot at different... Yes, that's nice. It's a very nice craft. It reminds me of, you know, it looks like some future Evangelion craft, and somehow it reminds me of some Star Wars craft with timed, sounds like lasers. They have blue tracers too. And that's pretty cool. Okay, so let's fly outside of this thing. See if... oh no. Oh, you're right. We also have... let's just keep mouse control. And we just click. We have some speed booster to get us driving fast. It handles pretty good. Oh no. Oh lords. We can also switch to a 80mm gun. Oh lord. Which feels more like a artillery shot almost. 80mm mortar, I believe it is. it flies pretty well. It's cool. And when I tested this earlier, because I tested it a while, oh god. Then I noticed this nice little feature, which we will be checking out now. Namely, it blows up when you collide, which is a very cool feature. It's not indestructible as many crafts in Garrysmod of course are. It's actually destroyable. It's a very cool vehicle. It has it's nice to fly, and the guns work pretty well. I'm surprised how well you can aim with these guns when flying. There is some real advanced ships steering these guns when you're in air. So, well, it's a very cool build. And also, I didn't mention this in this video yet, but I will select one of the builds which is the best. It's very subjective to me, and it's probably... It's just the one I think has the most special, or I don't know, something. Anyhow, with that, I believe we will move on to Jerry Hartlead with the 2015 Vector Cadenza Inferia. And I have no idea if this is a real vehicle or an original vehicle. I will, until someone corrects me, say it's probably maybe an original vehicle, maybe. I don't know. It looks very cool. And we have, it looks like cooling fins, or cooling something back there. Vector. It looks very fast. It does look very fast. And there we have it. I checked up the controls there, and it has some unusual and pretty nice features here. So we will jump in to the race seat here, and we start the engines. You can see that. Now it started, great. And we gear up with, let's see here, shift. There we go. And I do miss the Ferrari sound of the engine, I noticed. But well. It's very pretty fast acceleration here. Okay. The brakes beat well. Okay, down. Oh, we have a little animation there for the gear up and down. So, well, with all these information and E2s and stuff, it's a pretty advanced little car here. And it feels, it's pretty road stable, not super road stable. I can see we have some advanced suspension too. We hit something a little bit too hard. Okay, right. Now this is a little bit dark here. Fortunately, we have lights. And we actually have full lights and low beam lights, high beam lights, low beam lights. So we'll check we'll just drive into a tunnel to check that out. But it has great handling here, and of course it's dangerous to drive faster than the speed on gear 1. I think this car is most suited for like more should we say flat maps, and not people that time after time decide to drive on the walkway, which I will do. I'm just trying to search that tunnel because there are different versions of this, and we will check them. What's that? Okay, never mind. Maybe this map doesn't have... Of course it has an underground tunnel, but this is for... That's not for cars, that's for train. Oh well. Perhaps it's good enough. No, it's too dark. Train station. Oh, here we have... No. Okay. Let's just try out the lights here. We'll look at the Cadenza XB version. Oh, will it get stuck? Ooh. We seem to miss a prop there. Oh well. It is as it is. The first one worked normally, but we have a missing prop here. Oh well, too late now. Anyhow, we are here to check the... Oh lord. Oh yeah, it's the engine. Okay, cool. It thinks we're driving in too high gear. I can't imagine why. Okay. Here we have the opportunity. Oh god, where am I? Am I upside down? Oh wait. Oh yes, I'm upside down. It's just so dark. A good place to test them. Lights, but maybe too dark. Okay. We're just putting it here. And now we'll look at the XR version instead. There we go. Ooh, nice blue color. And we don't lack that prop either, so that's great. Okay. Oh, you see? So here we have G highlights and F we have lowlights, G highlights. Or they're hull views and heel views, according to me, but that's another story. Well, it's a notable difference, and it's great if you have meeting traffic, because of course you can't use the full light, because then you'll blind your, you know, your fellow person. I think this rail is a little bit too high. Let's just carefully place the car just at the side of that. Oh no, no, it rolls away instead. The engines should be on. Okay, there we go. Well, it's a very cool, you know, little light addition. Oh god, this is dangerous. And it feels very like immersive to have that little extra light. You can switch between heel views and hull views, full light and half light. Also, this car features amazing revolution in gears, which I'm also using because it's very nice, but very few do. And that is, if you press R, you automatically shift into reverse gear and throttle, so you don't have to click anything else. You just automatically go backwards, which is totally lovely. And then when you click W again, you automatically shift to first gear. That's amazing. That's exactly how I also set up my recent car, because it saves so much hassle when trying to maneuver. Because some people, not that it would be me, crash all the time, and when you crash all the time you kind of want to be able to escape, and then it's very good, you know, if I do parking and then I can just go backwards like that and then go forward. That's perfect. This car would, you know, it's a great racing vehicle, I believe. It's also pretty fast. Oh god. And now I'm very upside down. Not anymore. Stay down. Anyhow, I think this blue version of the car looks very nice. I think it's the best looking one. I don't know, somehow. The gold, the gold wheels combined with the blue car really looks nice. Anyhow, let's go to the ZR version. I have no idea what the difference between these versions are, but some it is. And there we go, a yellow. Oh god, that's a screaming yellow color. I don't know, what is it? Is it the Lamborghini or something that likes to have their cars like this color? I don't know, maybe. You know, they all have the cool lights, and they all have some pretty nice lights in general. When we press brake, it glows red. So it's realistic and nice. And indeed. Let's see if I missed... Oh god. Whoa. I checked that the controls... Anyways, we'll try this little highway here to speed up and see what... oh god. Hard to drive... I mean, it is stable. It is stable, but the road is... I mean, it's also pretty fast. Oh god. This is... Oh god. Oh, this is scary. Oh god. Yes. I think that a gear pops up like this. It's probably... this is probably... if you use this car for racing and you do mistakes sometimes, this will be a problem. But, you know, in all other aspects, it's a very nice vehicle and it works well. Let's check out the last of the 2015 Vector Cadenza Inferia. Oh god, that's advanced. Maybe it is a real vehicle. I don't know. Oh god, I think I'm missing some of these props as well. I kind of only checked carefully that one of the vehicles would have, you know, all the props. So I downloaded the add-ons that I was told to. I think maybe I missed some, but apparently some of the other craft use some other prop mods and add-ons I don't have. Anyhow, so if you have a lot of add-ons, then test the last version, and maybe Jerry will tell us in the comments what add-ons you need to make the last vehicle and the second one work. Anyhow, it looks great, and we should move on to the next builder, which is RDC Red Deadly Creeper, which you've seen around here for pretty many videos, I must say. Well, so RDC's first submission here is a Droid Deca 28, which I'm pretty sure I've seen in Star Wars somewhere. It looks cool, and it is pretty cool. It's an ACF vehicle, and well, let's get into it. And when we get into it, it automatically gets this little shield actually, which you know, is a barrier. Oh god, which I can't get into. It's pretty cool. And ooh, if we click shift, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, we broke something. Don't roll to edges, on edges too much. Let's drop it down here in this parking lot area. Yes. And it does work very nicely. It walks around. It has animations for the legs. It's very cool. This is like an advanced build. You know, and to be honest, you know, I'm not as surprised anymore when RDC makes something this advanced, because I've seen his builds before, and they are usually pretty impressive. So, but it's still a very cool build, and I love this little rolling function. It's so fun. Oh god. Oh no. I don't think you're supposed to roll. Oh god, we have a lot of E2 spawned props. Not sure why. It spawns props. Okay. And now let's see here. I just want to spawn it. I just want to see. I mean, this is not a racing vehicle or anything. It's just that I want to see how fast it goes. Probably good this is robot controlled, because holy shit, imagine how dizzy you would be after just a few rolls of this. Oh lords. And it just automatically is. And it shoots red lasers. I think it's maybe heavy machine guns or machine guns. Actually, but pretty cool, I must say. Wow. I mean, it's a very neat build. It's like very cool. Yes. I like it. It's very cool. Yeah, I think this a very nice craft. Very nice craft. And anyways, moving on, we have the Alpha 61, which is a submarine. Why I choose a GM York, which is a very adaptable map for like any circumstance. All right. And I just read that apparently this ship is not even meant to be reviewed. It's just a target. It's a target that's sent with this pack, and well, this ship in any case is apparently a very nice beginner's submarine. Okay. And well, we can switch between different speeds here. Ooh! Oh lords! We have we have one of those. Oh shit! Periscopes, I believe. Now I'm somehow floating a little bit too high. Also, we have different types of views, so we can see things using a weird filter. Interesting. Anyways, as this is not a ship to be reviewed, we'll just place it in the water then, I guess. And maybe we can use it as a target. Okay. It just has to stand and lag around there then. And well, the ship that we are supposed to look at is this magnificent Udaloi 162, of course. What else? It's an Udaloi. I know very little about ships like this. Anyhow, damn it, the submarine. Oh, it's there. Never mind. This ship is quite advanced, I would dare to say. Come on, just freeze. Ah, perfect. And now it floats around like this, very nice. And as you can see, it looks pretty damn amazing. I'm also a bit afraid when I look at the TXT file next to me with the controls. But I figure out how to fly it normally and drive it normally, because this one doesn't fly. We should just find a seat here. Alright, and we could say it's like general ship controls. Usually, as ships usually have, we have different speeds. We can select the different speeds by clicking once. We don't hold any button. And now we have half speed ahead. And ooh, then we can select to sixth 6 of 8 speed ahead. That's how it works. And of course we have full speed ahead. And I noticed this fun little thing. You hear this sound in the background, this hissing sound? Well, engine overheats if you go too fast. So let's not go that fast. Alright. When Red Deadly Creeper says himself that the controls are quite complex, then you know. So, to control this ship, we'll just stop it here temporarily, or maybe not. We need to use chat, well, we need to /W to use main guns, I think. Somehow. No. Sorry. /W main. Now I'm with you. And now you can see we activated the turrets here in the front. Table gen restart. And alright, there we're rocking. You can see the pretty heavy recoil from the guns here. It's damn cool though. This is like probably a World of Warships alike. Anyhow, then we want to activate the next one, which we do by /WSEC, which activates the manual control for the CIWS turrets. I don't... Oh, and that's probably like anti-air turrets. And it's pretty cool. It just spams bullets. Wow. And I'm not exactly sure exactly how this ship operates, because I saw some guns looked like they're being actually placed outside the ship. Well, it's very cool. Well, that's a very cool ship. In any case, then we have the next weapon, which is no, it's the missile, which activates the ASV Missiles. And I'm not exactly sure what they target, but they do target... Oh shit, they're controlled by sonar. Yes. Well, these missiles fly off into the atmosphere. Let's... they are sonarizing something, so let them do their thing. Because we will now instead look at this SAM. Oh lords. Okay. This is vertical launch anti-air missiles. Oh lords. Well, that's nice. And well, maybe we can go forward here, because we want to check out the depth, which activates our depth charges fired from behind us. And I had no idea where this ship is now. I think it's still a while away. I don't think I can... I'm just spamming random buttons at this point, but I think our view is kind of fixed here, unless we want to do some programming. I think I see something there. So, W main. Let's say we see something. No. Okay. Astern. Oh god. Oh. The shots are limited, they can't fire in every direction. I think it's there. Somewhere. Oh well. Pretty cool. And anyhow, these keys activate different features. And acoustic... Okay, what... Okay, yes, I think there's something with the sonar. Unfortunately, it's different. It's different between American and Swedish keyboards, so I'm not exactly sure which key to press here. Ah, look. Well, the sonar is active, and that lets me go to... what was it? Was it that one? No. Oh god. It was the... let's see here. The sec... No, not the sec. Missile. Yes, there we go. Because the sonar is active. Oh lords, don't hit me. Maybe it will, maybe not. Well, in that case, we can go and... I mean, I probably suck at controlling the weapons of this thing, but... well. Oh no. I also think it's pretty advanced. It's cool though. Alright, so we basically have sonar and then torpedo decoy. Okay, so let's see if the same key. No, it's not. But we can, using American semicolon button, maybe it's like this one? I don't know. Anyhow, using that, we can launch a torpedo decoy out of the rear of the ship. Oh, here we see even some info. We can use 3/8 of its engine power to not overheat. Alright. Okay, and okay, cool. So at high speeds, the propellers on the back will cavitate and show a steam trail, which is difficult to see from the surface. So let's go just full speed ahead and see. Look at that. Or maybe, okay, the engines, of course, they stop when we get out. As I don't think we can change view, I can't show that to you, but if you are underwater, you should be able to see the steam trail underwater on this ship, which is very cool. Okay. Let's see if I missed anything. I mean, it's a lot of cool features on this ship. It's definitely a pretty impressive ship. That is probably clear to anyone. Anyhow, it's pretty cool with this, you know. It feels like programming, almost using the guns, writing in inputs and just get results like this. What the heck is that? Oh, is that our current sonar target? Must be. Okay, that's cool. So we have this little beam here that shows us our current sonar detected target. Anyhow, the active sonar cannot detect submarines that are too deep below the water, and this area will change the angles it floats at depending on how fast the ship is moving. Okay, that's pretty... So if I understood that correctly, it has different angles dependent on the speed, which is pretty cool. That's some advanced stuff. This It's so advanced, it's almost hard to really follow with how this ship is like programmed, even when reading about it. Okay, and the anti-missiles will automatically shoot down incoming missiles, but is programmed to not shoot down own ship missiles. Okay. Well, I think we looked at most of the ship's features, and I must say that this little feature is very cool. You can just switch back. Now I use the regular binoculars, by the way, but that I just wired up. That anyone can use that function. Very nice. Well, I must say that is the most impressive miniature warship I have seen so far. I haven't seen that many, but a fair share. Not least from RTC. And also Asv in the days. That's a long time ago. Anyhow, we have one last build from RDC, which is the Hyena droid, which I'm not exactly sure exactly what I do wrong, but oh no. Okay, now it's unfrozen, great. Oh, we need to get into this seat here. I tried to message him, but he's probably busy today, so I didn't get a response. So, oh god, now it disappears. It seems to disappear sometimes, so after a while, into the air. And it looks like a mecha combined flyer somehow. It's cool, but I'm not entirely certain how to operate this, which is a problem. Okay, I know the seat is somewhere here. Okay, there it is. Come on, come on. Yes, we're inside of it. Okay, now you can see it walks, and we can also... oh fuck, that's a bomb. Oh no. This is bad. Pressing R key, we are hovering... Oh god. And now we're kind of... Yes, this is the problem I got before. I think it's cool when it works. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to make it work with wire commands, and well. In any case, the droid ECA works, and it's very cool. Now, to select the best builds of all these will be very hard. Yes. It will be very hard. But we will now go to Vodka Productors builds. Let me just switch that one. Let's see here. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And well. Vodka Productor has made this very impressive truck, or flat... No, this is not the flatbed. This is like a... not flatbed. Anyways, it's a heavy truck, which can freight heavy stuff. And, well, it looks very cool. So, we will be checking it out in more detail here. And something that's especially cool with this build is that you can actually like have things in it, because this, you can see, it's like openable like that. It flops around now. I think this car hates me, probably. Okay. Unfreeze. Okay. Damn it. This fizz gun won't let me... Holy sh... I think we'll just respawn it. My fizz gun doesn't want to work with me today. It's interesting. Anyways, this one is, of course... It has some nice, you know, gas system sounds too. Alright, there we go. And when I looked at this earlier, I saw that we have some pretty advanced sound systems on it too. We also have a GPS in here. Anyways, we start the engines with R. And I am missing the NWNRIS engine sounds you need to have to hear this beauty too. And well, it's pretty smooth, like steering system. It feels amazingly smooth to drive. So it's just WASD and then mouse buttons for gears. Yes, this is pretty stable. Ooh, it drives very smooth. That has to be said. It apparently has 8 gears. I don't see where... Oh no. Okay. I don't see where we have gears displayed. Anyhow, what happens if we press S? I think S is brakes, yeah. S, yes, S brake, okay. Shift to clutch, which is useful, so we can start. No. Oh, I didn't have a gear in. That explains. Oh, right. We have a nice horn on H. Very necessary. You need to, you know, focus on the needed details, like horns. It's important. And again, we have some cool lights here. We have F, normal lights, and then we have alternative for bright lights. So, wow, apparently. This is the new theme in ACF community. Have full lights and half full lights. Maybe people done that in the past. Maybe I didn't pay attention, but it's cool nevertheless. I mean, this car looks more like a pretty refined add-on, you know, like a Lua coded vehicle, than a build with the props. I'm kind of surprised that the steering wheel is not animated, considering the utter polishing this craft otherwise has, and the advanced E2s and horns and types of lights. So that's like probably, I mean, the only improvement I could imagine. And of course, then we have the other part with that vodka producer said himself that right now you have to work with the damper with the fizz gun or something, but that in future, when a better system is found, we will. Okay. We will incorporate. I can't drive and talk at the same time, it's very apparent. It will be incorporated in this craft with some kind of system to control the load. Oh lords, we need to brake. I love the gas sounds when you use the brakes. It adds that feeling that you're actually not driving a car, you are driving a bus that has a gas system, which buses usually have, because it's too heavy to stomp on your foot on a brake, a hydraulic brake system, because you need some of those. I mean, you need one of those hydraulic air-driven brakes. Oh God, my English is suffering in machine part terms. Well, let's go on to look at the other vehicle we got here. And I mean, this craft has an amazing feeling when, you know, driving it. It has a very nice road road feeling to it. Spawning on a large map like this, or maybe even larger, Marine or something with a more countryside, and just driving around, you probably have your homemade Euro Truck Simulator. Or it's not a system, but you know. Not that I did play Euro Truck Simulator, so I wouldn't actually know, but I've heard it's pretty immersive. Anyways, we have another car here. We have the Tatra T815, which will drop down here. Alright, and I hope I didn't miss anything. Let's see here. That's the stick, and that is the we looked at the Stig Tridem Dumper, yes. And this is, let's see if the control part, because the controls are similar but not identical, I believe. Yes. Alright, N key. We need to remember to switch between high and low control. This looks advanced. Let's see what vodka productor made in this one. I don't know if it's just invisible or if I failed to download something, but it works, which is the important part. And this one use wait, I read something just but that's the other one that uses anyhow. Yes, there we had it. This one and the one before, of course. They both have Ackerman steering, and if I remember correctly, it's calculated that you can see the angles on the wheels here. That the wheels behind the ones in the front steer with a different. Okay, there we have it. You can see that the wheels steer with different amounts of percentages, so that it has better, what can we say, like so we don't get unnecessary friction basically. If you use this kind of what can we say, scalar exponential calculation to control the angles, you can have a smoother steering that puts less strain on the wheels and have better maneuverability. So that's very cool, because as you see, both of the front wheels steer. And it seems that I might be still having some smaller problems with Holo, but well, we threw in all the commands I could imagine, so excuse if I managed to fuck something up anyways. Anyhow, we can switch between... Okay. Oh, now we're in high mode, so let's see if we can drive faster. This has animated steering wheel. And I mean, overall, this vehicle model is more beautiful. But somehow I think that the dumper is somehow more immersive. It also didn't have the apparent holographic problems that I somehow managed to get on this one. You know, I spammed all the creators with like further instructions to get all the mods and some small texts I may have missed in the original message, some extra add-on pack that I didn't read carefully enough, so I failed to download it. So I spammed all the creators until I made them all work. Yes, so maybe I missed something. But anyways, it's a cool craft, and let's see here. It's still the ACF NWHEIS sound pack here that controls the sounds for this vehicle. It looks cool though, and it, like the other one, has low lights and highlights. Oh god, there we had an interesting freeze. And well, about that, now comes the hard part. I need to select the absolute best craft here, and well, this is very hard because all the we have some pretty amazing stuff actually, well, it's going to be biased. There will only be one winner, and there is no special prize except the honors. but and it's biased to my personal opinion. So yeah. So let's just quickly review what we have here. We have the GMB4 Banshee, and I think that the Banshee, you know, it's a great aircraft. It has a nice model, but it's somehow, it may be something on my side that causes this issue, but its problem is that we have some two like jagged edges here. When everything is the same color, it's hard to get away with a not perfect hull like this. It uses like more than 300 props, I believe. It still looks great, but if this was more smoothened out, I actually think I would have put the Banshee on the top list there. One quick fix for this is probably doing my little, or I shouldn't say my, I mean a lot of people use this, but I like to build things in rusty colors, and if you put things in like rusty colors and you can even have them like differently colored, you can get away with unperfect surfaces, which is why I love to use them, except the nice aesthetic design of the rust and rundown machines in games and apocalyptic themes and cyberpunk rundown stuff. I really like that aesthetic. So as I said, I'm biased. I think that this craft is a little bit too clean looking. On top of that, we have a little too unrefined shell that maybe could be saved with rust colors, or could be saved by insane use of precision tool and precision alignment that I never would use myself, but it's a good tool. Anyhow, like system-wise, I think this is a very amazing craft, because what this has that you know, is very fun is that it's like, it's actually fun to drive around in this thing, and that is really something. It's like really fun. Also the guns sound great, and the time, you know, it just works. It just works, and it's super awesome. But as I said, improvements can be made. And to go on that, the vector cars, let's see, one that I know is, oh, is it R, B as in blue, X blue? No, no. Anyhow, I think the blue one was the coolest one. That had some missing prop, I don't know. Is it the R maybe then? And this car, it looks very nice and it handles very good. It's fun to drive around this thing. However, I think it's a problem, or it's not really, I mean, necessarily a problem, but the controls are a bit wonky. Using Shift and Alt, I mean, why not use mouse 1 and mouse 2? It's more intuitive at least. Anyhow, the backward like just automatically shift to backwards gear, it's lovely. I'm happy to see someone else use this setup. It's great. The road handling of this craft is good, but then we have the suspension that sometimes get flipped up like this, and of course you have to use extreme forces, but this car is pretty fast and it's not hard to fuck up the suspension, and if you do that you're out from a race basically. But it's a nice model and it's a nice car, but it will be kept out from first place. As we have some improvements there. And of course, then we are down to RDC's build and Vodka Productors builds. And the one I liked best from Vodkas is the Stig, because it has a really nice road handling, and these sounds are great. Of course, I don't have the like main sounds, which is, you know, missed that one, but it's still very, you know, the road feeling of this truck is really nice. It's fun to drive around, and that's the most important part. It's pretty, you know, clean looking. It looks very pristine, which is not a bad thing. But when you have like clean surfaces like this in Garrysmod, everything just managed to look kind of plastic, just because that's, you know, Garrysmod doesn't have a very advanced lighting system because it's fucking old, like really old. So I think it would be interesting to see this car with some that's just personal preference, but you know what I'm going to say. I don't need to say it. Oh, I can't apply it because it's parented, but you know. So that's that. And also this vehicle does have some really nice what would I say? This vehicle has a really nice suspension. The road handling is really amazing. Now I don't have a real good terrain area on this map because I had to choose a map that worked good for air, water and roads. So well, but this map basically has everything. If we had a terrain section on this map, this would be like all-inclusive, perfect. I love GM York. It's a great map. Anyhow, what the Stig Trident Dumper could have included is probably, or is, I need to just check again. Maybe I don't get any errors, but I can see the steering wheel moving, and that would be a nice touch. Anyhow, I might just drop it down here. While the Uldalloy is a very cool miniature boat, it is it's hard to use effectively, to switch between the weapons. It looks fantastic. I have to give it. It's one of the best looking warships I've seen. I might. Oh God, why? I may have missed, you know, some nice ships, but I think maybe RDC showed me a sneak peek of this, or a similar craft, but to be honest, most warships look kind of similar. Like most tanks looks kind of similar, I'm sure, but I'm no expert on models. It's cool, it's pretty fun, and the control system is mind-bogglingly amazing that it kind of just works. It's cool. But the winner for this little community build submission will be the Droideka 2028, and that is because it just feels amazing to use this thing. The animations for the legs look cool, and you know, everything just works so flawless with this. it's kind of uncomplicated, which is a quality. Or I mean, it's not uncomplicated build-wise, but you don't feel like a programmer to use it. Like this can be included in like Gmod or something. Like the only thing that would be kind of maybe nice to have is some kind of jump feature, so that you could not feel totally destroyed by this edge here. But you know, oh god, we definitely can fuck it up quite easy if we do some stupid maneuvers there. So I mean, sure, there is a small improvement that could be made for this. I'm not sure if it's technically possible, of course, but the feeling of driving or walking around in this, I guess it's a remote control droid, but or it is, but it's just a nice feeling. And you know, that's at the end of the day is all that matters. That it's you know, you get a nice, or I mean, it's probably up to personal if you can, if you more appreciate basically customized programming system to use something, or you know, like I'm just mind spinning that maybe if you would set up a custom computer that answers to codes, and you know, some people appreciate that very much. But I just like the simple, you know, simple use of this. It's easy to just get into this. It just automatically switches camera for you when you go there. You'll fuck up from time to time, but usually when you don't hit hard edges, it just works. And it's fun. Just switching to roll mode is just fun. So that makes the Droideka the winner. I think it looks like Star Wars, but I may be wrong. Also, the actually ACF but laser cannons are really nice. They're really fun. I don't think it's super powerful, but it's a fun build. It's a fun build. And it feels original. I haven't seen like little ACF vehicle like this that just rolls around like a droid and starts shooting like this. So that, my ladies and gentlemen, is the end of this little community showcase. Probably our first community showcase, I believe. I mean, otherwise it's just one builder we looked at, well, which we'll of course continue with, but this time I wanted to just ask around to see if we had some people interested. And well, as I said, the winner will be Red Deadly Creeper with his Droideka 28. Is it called that? Droideka, yes. It just feels amazing. And as I said, the other builds are very good as well. Well, I must say, thanks a lot to Deglakek, Jerry Hartled, RDC and Vodka Productor for submitting all these nice builds. It was nice to look at them, and they are all very good builds. So, with that, I will do it simple like this. Some of the builders talked about wanting to release some of the builds, but it's a little bit unclear. So if those builds will be shared, I will leave this to the creators to put them on a download link in comments. Yes, and I will yeah, so that because you know, I will not distribute other people's builds like that. Anyhow, because I promised everyone to not release stuff, so to not miss some detail there, I will just leave it to the creators to share any of the builds if they like to. In any case, it was great fun to looking at these builds, and well built, everyone. Hope I see you next time in the next video, and hope we'll have some future community showcase sometime. In any case, thanks a lot for watching. This is GMODISM Total Nerdery channel, officially signing out.